Good morning, y'all. It's Rise and Shine. Grab your coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Local Cafe. Rise and shine, baby. Wake and bake. Clear out your mind, maybe. Just take a break. Local Cafe. Chill out with us today.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Local Cafe. Let's just say that yesterday was interesting. We had prime time, baby, and we did pretty well, if I should say so myself. So today is Girl Friday. We're gonna have a little kiki and coffee. Today is gonna be a little bit chill because yesterday it's been an exciting day. But I'm gonna bring in some Batgirl, and we'll see how this morning goes. So give me one few moment. Hey, Batgirl, how's it going? How are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Exhausted. I'm exhausted to say the least. So yesterday, prime time. How did you like prime time?
That was fun. That was really fun. It was really juicy.
It
There
was.
was a lot of shit going on.
There was a lot of shit going on. We do have a little bit of drama going on in the LCU, but neither here nor there. Today is a new day, and today is Girl Friday. So we're gonna get into some of the news for today. Let me pull up the docket. So right off the bat, we're gonna start off with the Big Bear Eagles, Jackie and Shadow. And yesterday, I don't know if you saw yesterday's episode, but I believe it was Jackie. She was on her little baby. She was covered in snow, and it just looked very bleak in general. I think today is going to be a better day for Jackie and Shadow and their little babies. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me try to share screen. Y'all be very patient with me today because I am tired.
How late were you up last night? Because I saw you in the test chat.
Let's not talk about that. I think I fell asleep. So test is at like 2 a.m. now. They end probably around like, I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I did last night. All I remember is apparently I was streaming. My voice is going out. Apparently, I was streaming for almost like 8-ish hours because it was 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and then rewind went for 4. And I was there for the entire rewind, which was
True.
something. So let's go back to the birds, the lovely, lovely birds. Yeah, she's just sitting here. You know, there's still some snow. You can see that there's some ice on the lake over here. But yeah, lovely, lovely. I see that they still have like some sort of bird over here that they've been feeding the little ones. But oh goodness, I need some more coffee. Speaking of coffee, I didn't ask you. Do you have anything? Ooh, I'm blurry. Do you have anything in your cup today?
I do. I do. I stopped and I got some coffee. And they wrote good morning on my cup.
One moment, camera. Can you please focus on me? So you went to Starbucks and they wrote good morning on your cup?
Yeah, with little hearts. Whoever wrote this has really good handwriting. Props to them.
For real.
I
Um,
see why they're the ones who's writing on the cups.
my camera hates me today. I think it knows that I'm leaving for 2 entire weeks and going to fat camp. Speaking of which, fat camp, I'm excited. I'm
Oh
super
my god.
excited.
I'm not even going and I'm excited.
Can you focus? Focus. Focus. I need to
It's
turn off my
not.
camera and
It's
turn it.
it's exhausted too.
For real. You're like, girl, you abused me so much last night and you want me to go again? Hell nah. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
it's tapped out.
it is tapped out. It's gonna fix itself in a moment. Oh, why are you going? Because I freaking can. I'm just kidding, because I'm technically a host and Ken's going too. And one of the most exciting things, Deg Doug Deg Doug Savannah. Oh, it's coffee time. Great job last night. Thank you so much, Doug. Um, I'm gonna lose my patience. Do you know how funny that would be
Being
if
to crash out.
no, for real? Do you know how funny it would be if like I didn't crash out the entire time that I was like in the middle of drama, but I crash out because of my freaking camera not working? Oop, now I'm showing you my OBS.
I mean, the camera not working is a valid reason to crash out, in my opinion.
Facts, facts. So can you please work? So we were talking about that last time. I'm just going to keep doing this apparently until it starts working. But we were talking about that last time with the whole like Starbucks like writing messages and like men getting in trouble for all these messages and hearts and things like that. But it's a requirement now. It's a requirement for these
Mhm.
baristas to write messages on coffee cups. And I don't remember what you said about it. Were you like on the fence or were you like, I mean, whatever, it's their job?
I like it because, sometimes they will write, like, song lyrics on mine, like, I've had sometimes they'll write, like, Panic at the Disco lyrics or, like, MCR lyrics, and I'm like, "I recognize that, I appreciate that." Like, they know what's up.
They know that you're an alternative girl. So they're like, oh,
Yeah, they see the dyed hair and the piercings, and they're like, "This one."
she's a girl's girl, I can tell. So speaking of girl's girl, I don't know what I was gonna say with that. I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out, Batgirl. Let's actually go into the daily horoscope for today.
Okay.
So how about you read that one?
All right, we have a Pisces born on March 14th combines intelligence with profound creative insight. They have sexual magnetism and can exert considerable control over others. Prophetic and poetic, they seem to be on another plane of existence. They have a love of illusion and are drawn to the occult and the supernatural.
Hmm.
Props. I relate to that.
No, for real. I saw that and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make Batgirl read this. I don't know. It seems very Batgirl because so the thumbnail, I asked you for a picture yesterday and you came out swinging with that picture. I was like, damn. I was making the thumbnail and I was like, ooh, let me move this over here and do this. And I was just like, this looks so
Oh
good.
my goodness.
That's why
I
I
appreciate you.
no for real because no. So I put you kind of like in the forefront of the thumbnail and I was like kind of back here because I was like no this needs a spotlight over here it needs you know if you know what I'm
You're too
saying.
sweet to me.
Well, somebody has to be sweet to you because there has been a lot of animosity towards you for no reason.
Did you? Oh my god, I was watching Rewind last night with my husband, and what's funny is, I've, like, always known who, like, Keemstar is, like, on the internet for the longest time, but I was introduced to, like, Boogie, Wings, like, Juggernuggets, Tina and Mike through my husband, like, he's the one who introduced me to all of them, so, like, to hear, like, Wings, like, roast me last night, he looked at me and he was like, "What?" He said I look like Chucky in a Tifa getup, but I take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. I bet he's gonna look at that thumbnail later and be like, "Damn, Chucky looks good." Um,
No, I'm
this
too skinny for him.
he likes him thick. Apparently Becky
He
was a
does, and there's
5 or a
nothing wrong with
6.
that, I do too.
Everybody has their preference. But in this day in history, we're going to go through this real quickly because I truly want to get to something that's a little bit different than cafe today. I'm done. So in this day in history, March 14th, I was looking at this and I'm like, isn't it the 17th? I'm going crazy. So in
Time isn't
1870,
real.
time is not real. You know how long waiting for prime time yesterday? It felt like forever. It felt like Milkers had their longest episode ever. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that I was like, prime time, prime time, prime time. And it went well. So I'm very excited and very glad that people liked our prime time. In 1879, Albert Einstein was born in Germany. He would go on to revolutionize physics with his theory of relativity. Very interesting. By the way, guys, try to guess what the theme is, because usually for some reason there's like a theme going on when it comes to this day in history. So the next one is Pi Day, March 14th, 314, is celebrated as Pi Day since the digits match the mathematical consistent pi, which is 3.14. And there's other numbers too. I think I remember when Tess did their Jeopardy. Yeah, when Tess did their Jeopardy, I believe that was one of the questions. And you had to name up to like 9 digits or something. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, fuck that.
Do you know the 9 digits of pi? Because I don't.
Oh, no, no. Math is not my strong suit at all.
Math is not my strong suit either. I barely remember my own phone number sometimes. So in 2006, the video sharing platform YouTube, welcome to YouTube, was founded on this date, changing the internet culture forever. Imagine if YouTube was never a thing.
Oh, girl, oh no. That would be so bad.
That would be bad because all the ADHDers like me would have nothing to watch while I'm eating. I don't know if this is
Literally.
you, but I will legitimately let my food get cold sometimes if I don't have the perfect video to watch. I'm just like, nope, nope, nope.
Yes.
Markiplier video for the 100th time? Yes, please.
We love
Speaking of,
Markiplier.
I adore Markiplier. To the point that Grimm gets a little bit jealous of Markiplier. He says that Markiplier is my Korean boyfriend, which is
Oh my
not
God.
true. Hopefully. But he's just a comfort YouTuber of mine. I haven't been watching him lately, but I know that he's been going into some cinematic endeavors.
I saw that, yeah.
I don't know if you heard. Have you ever played the game Iron Lung before?
Oh my God. Why does that sound familiar?
So it's
I don't
like,
think I have.
yeah, so I haven't played it. I barely know anything about it. Because I hate horror games. I'm not a horror game girl. I'm a cozy girl. I play Sanrio. I don't play Silent Hill. Just saying. So Markiplier played this game one time, Iron Lung. It's very pixely. It looks very old. Kind of like, it reminds me kind of like of analog horror, but not really. So you're basically on a planet. There's blood everywhere. You have to like submerge yourself in the blood. No idea why, but he's making a whole movie dedicated to that game. He loved that game so much that he wanted to do that. But the thing that I found interesting was that he was trying to go for like a certain what is it called? Like record breaking Guinness World Record crap. I don't know. He wanted to be the
Okay.
movie with the most fake blood.
Okay.
He submerged
Okay.
himself in fake blood, so much so to the point it went into all of his orifices, and he had to go to the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know that was like, danger, danger.
I mean, it's probably like synthetic blood made of God knows what chemical. But knowing how much Markiplier likes to push the envelope, it kind of reminds me of Keemstar just in a different way. So I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if Keemstar he's been mentioning some stuff. He was like, you know what? We're gonna make music at Fat Camp. I'm like, what? We're gonna do a musical at Fat Camp. I'm like, what? He says that we're going to
Yeah.
have like a whole like choreography sequence. I'm like, what? I was not for it until he said, Xylee, you know what I want from you? I want you in a leprechaun costume.
I was fucking dying when he said that. I was like, yes, we
That's
need
when I
it.
said, what do you want me to do, boss? You want me to go cha-cha? Because I will if I get to see Xylee in a leprechaun costume. I think that was the most hilarious thing that I have thought up in my brain in a long time. Just ooh, Ruth Gator Ginsburg right there in the flesh. So I'm so tired. Please let this 2 hours go by very quickly. Um,
Dude,
so
at least I was gonna say Jaffe, doesn't he go for like 4 hours today? Like right after us? Is that happening?
Batgirl, I'm in enough mental turmoil right now, and you're gonna tell me that Jaffe is gonna go on for 4 hours after us?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought I heard that. I'm not 100% sure though. I thought it was him going live for 4 hours and Rewind going for 4 hours again,
So,
but I'm not 100% sure.
so speaking of Jaffe, we had Girl Friday last week, and then I tune in to Madhouse for a couple of seconds, and who do I see on screen? Batshit Crazy and Batgirl together. What
Yeah.
was that all about? First of all, what made you go up on Madhouse with them?
I just wanted to enter the madhouse and see what it was like, and I enjoyed it. I wanna go and call in again because he's a wild card for sure. You never know what you're gonna step into. Even if he has the video and thumbnail laid out, you never know what you're gonna walk into. I admire that.
That's an interesting take. So I think now you have to do it. Now you have to.
Yeah.
He's gonna go on for 4 hours. I want to see you
Ugh,
there at least one of those hours. Hopefully, if he allows you to stay for a whole hour. But
oh my
speaking of
goodness.
women going on Madhouse, have you seen what's her name? Bonnie Button or Bunny Button?
Oh, yeah, I think it is, Bunny Button, I don't know, but I really liked her makeup. I love, like, clown, all of that kinda stuff. Yes, I thought she was cool.
Yeah. I love her accent. I think a lot of people
Yes.
already know that I love like deep southern accents. Like I'm in Florida, but you rarely get to see that unless you go like in the middle of nowhere where all the cattle are. But I love a good southern accent, and that's why I love Savage. Like her voice, I can listen to her all day. I turn on Milkers just to listen to Savage. Like I don't even care what's going on. Savage, please talk to me and say "shug" for the millionth time. Please, I need it in my life like I
Yes.
need my coffee. But when it
It's
comes
just so
to
warm and homey.
yeah, that's the perfect way to put it. It's just warm and homey. It's like a cup of coffee. You just want to hold it and be like, shug, savage.
Yes.
Um, but oh, where was I going with this? I got lost in the sauce, the southern sauce, maybe some gravy with biscuits. Um,
Oh, yum.
so Bunny Button, she just has a very soft tone to her. I don't know what it is. She just sounds sweet. Like I trust her with my life, even though I never met her before. That's how much
Yeah.
an accent can like persuade you, right?
Mhm.
But the dichotomy is that she is so soft spoken and so like rich toned. But the craziest fucking shit, can I curse? It don't matter. I'm tired. The craziest fucking shit comes out of her mouth. Did you hear what she was saying whenever she was on with Jaffe?
Um, a little bit, my memory is horrible because there's so much that goes on in this universe.
People do not
I have,
believe
like,
me.
selective memory with what I remember and hear, like, key
No,
moments.
for real, because people do not believe me whenever I say that one day in the lolcow universe, it feels like a week or it feels like a month,
Yeah.
depending on how much crap goes on in that one day. And
It's
that's why,
emotional whiplash.
for real, because at first it's just like, hey, like, I know that I'm like bringing up like drama all the time now, but what's a drama I can think of? Freaking Pharaoh is out for one day, and then like it's not one day. It's been going on consistently, but like yesterday, especially, he was out for one day, and all of a sudden it's like you're fired. You know, like how did we get from point A to point B? A lot, right? But because we only see a sliver on the screen, it's like whiplash. I can't take it. Um, what else were we going to talk about? I can't with Ken and Beans. Ken is not here. I can't with Beans and Batgirl. They actually put that in the docket. That's cute.
Aw.
So I don't wear lip gloss much, but can you read the first one?
Oh, when your hair gets caught in your lip gloss. Oh my god. Okay, can I just, like, say the wind is my worst enemy. Okay, first of all, because my bangs. Nobody wants to see my five head that I have going on. And second of all, because like my hair's like, growing longer. And yes, I wear lip like gloss, lipstick pretty frequently. So like when I'm out like driving, I like to drive with the windows down, because I like, the cool breeze, but not when it's like sticking all over me and everything. And oh my God, yeah, no, I can't. I can't.
You're already part of the cafe. Um, I don't wear lip gloss much. Something that I wear, you might have saw it on Grimm, for that one episode where he was wearing makeup. I
Yes.
wear a, I wear a red lip. It's not a lipstick. It's how do I say this? It's technically not a lipstick, but whenever you put it on, it seems like lipstick, right? I like
Okay.
that because it dries matte, and like I even showed it on screen. I like rubbed his lips a little bit and like did like this. Like it does not
Oh.
transfer. It's the best thing
So, like,
ever.
liquid to matte?
Yeah,
Like,
liquid.
liquid to matte lipstick?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that is the best
That is
kind.
that is
It's
the
the easiest to apply, and then it dries so well, and it stays forever.
only thing I wear. Only thing I wear because I don't like the stickiness of lip gloss. You have to find a
Mhm.
really good. I don't have it with me right here, but the few lip glosses that are not sticky and that works with me have been lip gloss that people given to me for like my birthday or like Christmas. And those are lip glosses from Dollar Tree.
Oh,
Dollar
yeah,
Tree lip
yeah.
gloss is actually really good. I don't know
It
what's in it.
is.
I don't know if it's slowly killing me, but it's so good, non-sticky, very shiny. I love it. Um, but when your hair gets caught in your lip gloss, I have curly hair. If you ever saw me whenever I actually, I'll probably wash my hair today. You know what? You need to help me out with this. Should I wash my hair today so I can have good hair going into fat camp? Or should I not wash my hair today because maybe I'm doing a punishment where Keemstar is going to make me throw beans in my hair?
Well, now that you said it,
I'm anxious. I
you're
mean,
you're just giving him ideas.
well, that's the only idea I can think of, you know? Like, I was asking people in the Discord, like, okay, so he's probably gonna make me do a punishment. What do you think he's gonna make me do? And everybody just like, he's gonna make you pour beans on yourself, like, duh. And I'm like, that's so unoriginal though, but like, it would be funny. Like, I'm not gonna say no. But now I'm just like, you know how long it takes me to wash my hair and do all the scrunching and gel and all that other crap? Like, it takes way too fucking long. And if I have to bring my products to Fat Camp, which I have to, it's going to be 2 weeks, right? And I need to look good for the camera. I'm going to, you know what? Give me 1 second.
How was everybody doing?
Do you know how many
Whoa,
clothes I'm bringing to fat camp? This is full.
I
This
like
is
the color of that.
Thank you. I bought it at TJ Maxx. So this is full. This is heavy. This is more than 2 weeks of clothes because, like I said, I'm an anxious person and I'm an anxious packer. If I want to wear a specific shirt and I don't have it with me, I will freak the fuck out.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Because I feel like every day is gonna have like a theme, right? Or like, what if I need a bathing suit? What if I need to wear shorts and I don't have shorts?
Hmm. Yeah, like what if it's hot? What if it's cold? You don't know how the weather's gonna be, You gotta prepare for everything. I'm the same way.
So, so I need to be prepared at all costs for fat camp.
Oh my goodness.
Um, I'm gonna wash my hair. God damn it. Work with me,
Not
camera.
again.
Not again. I'm going to wash my hair today. I'm going to because I want to look good. I want to
It's
look
a good
good
idea.
for the camera. If I have to wash my hair again, that's my problem. I'm gonna give up today. Today's the day.
No. No,
I'm
we
not even
need
gonna
you,
make it to
Beans. We need you.
I'm not even gonna make it to fat camp. I swear. Um,
Oh my goodness.
you know what? I'm just gonna move on while I do this. When you say I'm fine and they actually believe you, bro, read the room. You ever had that happen to you? You're just like, hey, I'm fine. And you can see it on your face that you're like on the verge of tears. And then the person's like,
Hmm.
okay, and they walk away, and you're like, no, please talk to me.
See, my husband used to be like that, but he has like learned to read me so well now that like he knows. Like he will, like get it out of me eventually.
Uh, Real quick, let me read these donos. So Justin Masters with the $5 said, Beans, how the hell did you replace Ken with Haley Williams of Paramore?
Oh my gosh, don't that's such an honor.
That was so
Oh
dead
my
on because
goodness.
I know exactly what era of like Haley he's talking about.
Me too. I love Paramore. They're one of my favorite bands.
For real. So, I may not look it, but I used to be an alternative girl on the inside. I used to listen to bands. I used to just be edgy. I used to be on Tumblr. Do you know how bad you have
Same.
to be on Tumblr? So
Yeah.
anyways, I'm a new beans. I listen to Paramore all the time when I go to work. I would be screaming the lyrics in my car because that is a bop. 100% bop. I don't care if it's 2000s or freaking 2025. Paramore is a bop. And I was talking to Grim recently. I was talking to Grim recently about music. So there's an artist that I really like. Her name is Jessie Reyes, one of my top artists.
Mhm.
She's real. She came out with a song recently called Psilocybin and Daisies, I believe. And it's a very poppy, punky sort of song. And I used to like that shit. I don't like this song from her. It just seems
Oh.
it seems fake. It doesn't seem like Jessie Reyes because usually she's rapping, she's like talking about her love life and like the music industry and all this other stuff. But this is just like a poppy punk song and I'm just like I like it because it's catchy. I don't like it because it seems like she just threw this out and it's not her music. Um
Hmm. I'll have
and
to check
then
her out. I've never heard of her.
yeah, she came out with that song very very recently. And then what was I going to say? Um this man said something that broke my heart into a million pieces. He said,
No.
"This sounds like what Evanescence is supposed to sound like." And I said, "Sir, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Grim?" And he goes,
Elaborate.
elaborate, please. Um, speak to the class. He says, I don't like Evanescence.
Sir, excuse me. Oh, this we will not tolerate evanescence slander over here, okay? Oh my
How do you
god.
not like Evanescence? And he's like, oh, because like her voice is really high and like it's not good music. And I'm like, Bring Me Back to Life is not good music. If you heard that song right now, would you not scream it at the top of your lungs, sir? Anyways,
I know, it's
his
so
taste in music is
iconic.
not that great either way. Now I'm just being mad. So Ligma P with the Canadian $2. Wait, nope, that's not it. $4.99 Ligma P. The text under your background is backwards beans. Yeah, so I'm using virtual camera in OBS. If you check out Rewind yesterday, I was using the same thing. OBS to Discord, perfectly fine. If I'm just using OBS, it's going to be everything backwards. I think you guys noticed that whenever Ken does OBS, when he is the OBS user. Sorry, I'm looking for the other one. So again, Doug, Canadian $2, means your background is backwards. If anybody wants to give me help to use, Maximus Houdini, which is a very cool dude. He's helped me with my background before, not this background, but like the green screen. He was telling me to use my whole palm instead of one finger to focus, which works much better apparently. Crazy Curls, a fellow curly girly, with the 1999 Beans and Batgirl. Thanks for making this snowy Friday at work actually bearable. Beans, the curly hair struggle is real. I'm out here fighting for volume and definition like my life depends on it. For real. So if you don't know, having curly hair is a struggle. Because not only this is what I don't understand. They say you should never brush your hair while it's wet. If you have curly hair, that is a requirement. You cannot brush curly hair while it's dry unless you want to look like a freaking puffball, right? So I always brush my hair
Because
while
it's gonna be frizzy.
Exactly. And then what am I supposed to do then? I can barely freaking get my fingers through my hair now. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so you have to comb your hair while it's wet. There's somebody in the chat who said, I like Coffin featuring Eminem. I'm going to tell you something about Jessie Reyez. Jessie Reyez is a goddess when it comes to music. I love her because she does not follow the beauty norms of Hollywood, right? She's a very cool gal. Coffin, however, I love her part. But if you ever heard the part that Eminem does, the feature that Eminem does, trash. Absolute garbage. Eminem might have been in his prime back in the day, but now, not so good. And I'm going to tell you why. There were so many cheesy sound effects during this feature for no reason. Like, there's like a window glass breaking, which I think was like a reference to whenever he did like Love the Way You Lie, maybe. And then there's like a gunshot.
It just seems a little extra. I need to listen to this.
It is so bad.
Oh my gosh.
People are saying Eminem hate would not be tolerated. Bro, listen to Coffin. I swear to you, you're going to hate that feature because of all the cheesy sound effects. And I will tell you, anybody, I'm going to say this right now, anybody who uses a gun sound effect, it's lame. It does not sound good. Please stop. Get some help. Nobody likes that shit. It doesn't sound hard. It sounds soft as hell. Okay? If you never been to the hood, you never heard a real gunshot in your life. Stop it. Stop it. Anyways. Listen to Fuel, best verse he ever wrote. I'll check that out. I'm getting a lot of hate because I don't like I like Eminem. I just don't like that verse. It's very
Same.
cheesy. Very cheesy. That verse feature. I don't like that feature. It's very cheesy. Um, where were we? I get so heated about Eminem that I don't even know.
We
Oh,
were on the last I can't.
we
The
were on the
last
last I
one.
can't. Um, so the last I can't says when someone tries to tell you you're overreacting, like, no, I'm reacting exactly how I should. Thanks. How
I
how do
feel this
you
so hard.
how do you react to things?
It depends. I used to be very unhinged, so I wouldn't react to things quite the best. Yeah, I'm quite mentally ill. But I've gotten better over time. So I've chilled out a good bit. So depending on what it is, you could get like chill Vera or you could get, chaotic Vera.
This is
It
how I
really
can
just
tell.
depends.
This is how I can tell the level of like unhinged slash mental illness you have. How many times do you change your hair color throughout the year?
Um, to save my hair from completely dying, I only do like 2 colors to 3, maybe at the most a year.
Okay, three colors a year. How many times do you get a haircut? Like drastic
Um,
change haircut where you're like, I'm gonna be a new girl.
I used to a lot, but now I actually want my hair to grow out because whenever COVID happened and everything, I shaved my head completely bald. Like I was an egghead, and like my
No,
hair, it's now like down to here.
you pulled
So
a
I'm like trying to
Britney.
grow it all out.
You pulled a Britney during
Yeah, I,
COVID.
I did, I did. It was a rough time.
Okay, was it because of COVID or was it because like you something was going on in here because of like relationships, family?
Oh my gosh, it was everything. It was COVID, it was my life, it was everything.
Understandable, understandable. I wish I could do something like super drastic like that. But I would be disowned by my family. Hispanic
Oh
families do not play
no.
with that shit. I did
Oh
when I was
yes.
21. When I was 21, I wanted to be edgy. Okay, like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. I'm very boring. But I was like, you know what? I'm 21. I want to feel kind of like a baddie, a bad girl. Even though I'm probably the most soft motherfucker there is. And I went and I did something. I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I look at whatever I did every day and I'm just like, you know what? I feel good. I feel a little bit edgy, but I can still maintain my look as sweet beans so far.
Mhm.
But going back to the whole when somebody tries to tell you that you're overreacting, I I don't know if people know this or have seen this so far, but whenever I get like very very upset, I explode. I don't know what it is. I just feel emotions so intensely. That's why whenever I get super mad, like you guys haven't seen me super mad yet, because when I get super duper mad, I just start crying. It's like the emotions don't know where else to go. I can't hit things because, you're not supposed to do that. Um I I can try screaming, but have you heard my voice? Like I have to like do a million filters in OBS in order for my mic to even pick up my voice. So screaming is going to be like a tortured rat of some sort or a mouse. And then for just in general, like the only way that my body knows how to get out the emotion is by crying. Like I have like probably like 3 cry sessions a week just to get out all the emotions that's been going on. And then
Same.
sometimes Grim looks at me and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just getting out the emotions for the week so I can be a normal functioning human being. Like I don't understand why you're attacking me right now." And then I start crying more. I'm just kidding. No. Um but yeah, I'm a very explosive person and I've been trying to work on that. I'm a very explosive person when it comes to emotions at first, but then I calm down and I'm like, "You know what? This is stupid and I'm fine." That's
Mhm.
why, like, if I'm having beef with somebody, Like, I don't know if you remember the whole like Kyrie situation. Me and her, because we're both Latina and we're kind of like on the same level of like emotion. She exploded, I exploded. Next day I was fine. I was like, you know what? This is stupid. We're gonna be best friends again. And she's like, yeah, sure.
I love that.
That's just what girls do, and I love that. So Luna El Fay, she's a very loyal coffee cult member. She says, much love to you both. I can't wait for Fat Camp. I can't wait either. I don't know if I read
Whoa.
that twice. I'm going crazy. Off license said a cry session question mark. Boogie should try it. He should try it, but not on camera. I think he does that on camera way too much.
Yeah, Boogie does cry a lot, but
Oh,
it's
you have a
okay. You
lot of
gotta cry sometimes.
you do have to cry sometimes. It's very therapeutic in my opinion. So somebody said, Batgirl, you do you. I wish I had youth on my side. To Britney, shave my head.
Oh,
A
no,
lot of
do it. If you wanna shave your head, do it.
this, I feel like this is the perfect time to shave your head, just my opinion. Because if this was like years down the line, we wouldn't have such like quality wigs now. Have you seen the wigs that are in the market nowadays? If you want to shave your
Yeah,
head, yeah, if you want to shave your head, just freaking do it and buy yourself a wig because that is 10 out of 10. Nobody would notice.
Mhm.
Sorry, I cut
Oh.
you off a little bit there, but what were you gonna say? Have you ever tried on a wig?
Yes, I used to have this really beautiful, like, long platinum, like, white wig that was gorgeous that I used, for cosplaying, and it was so gorgeous because I can't get my natural hair, like, I can't get my actual hair that white and, like, healthy and, like, afford to keep that up because that's expensive and very, very damaging. So, I got the wig, but then I wish I still had it, but my younger brother, because I was living with my mother at the time, and he actually got a hold of it and like destroyed it and everything. So we just ruined it and like started cutting like fake bangs out of it and like goofy shit.
I mean,
But I'd love to get wigs again.
yeah, wigs are great nowadays. So Yeti River said unhinged quote, and then he or she put in quotations. This is the perfect time to shave your head. I said what I said. It's the perfect time to shave your head. Get yourself a lace front. That's all you need. What was I gonna say? I'm so tired, guys. Streaming for 8 hours is not as easy as it seems. It is hard. I am brain dead at this point. Um,
It's not for the weak.
it's not for the weak. And just to give myself a little mental break, could you say the quote of the day?
Yes. If you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you. Winnie the Pooh. That's so cute. I love that. I can't tear up this early in the morning. What the heck is going on?
So I guess cry session number 3 is going to be early. I was going to save it for Saturday. No,
It's only 10:45 a.m. What the heck?
sometimes you got to start early. You got to get all the emotions out so you can be ready for the next couple of shows. So
Right, because we'll start right back up again.
that's true. So oh gosh, I was going to say something. Oh, so I don't know if this is like a common occurrence with couples, but that quote reminded me of this. Me and Grim will have actual like disagreements. I don't want to say fight because fight seems like very explosive. Me and Grim will have actual disagreements about who should die first.
Oh my gosh.
We will be like, no, I'm going out of this server first. I'm going out of this world first because if you go first, I'm gonna be depressed and I'm just gonna go anyways. Or like,
Yeah, that's understandable.
or I'm just like, we're like having like philosophical, logical, like reasoning behind it. It's like, well, if we have grandkids, they'll probably like you better. So like you can't go first because then I have to deal with their emotions and things like that. And I'm just like, why are we having this disagreement? First of all, like other people have mentioned before, we're not married. 2, we don't have kids. 3, there's no reason to think about the future. I think one of the most important things that people forget is that you should live in today. And that's something that I struggle with a lot. I think about the future way too much that I don't live in the present. And that's something I did in high school, where I was thinking about college, I was thinking about careers, I was thinking about everything else that I didn't enjoy the moments that I was having right then and there. For example, I was in Glam Mom Mayhem actually tuned in, and she said, LOL, you are all too young to be having those kinds of talks. That's very true. I'm just an anxious person, I guess. Actually, have you ever had that talk before with your significant other?
Um, yes, I mean, yeah, we've talked about it and it makes me sad. So like I try not to dwell on, you know what I mean? Cause like I'm a very emotional person too. Like I'm very like sensitive like when it comes to him because like, I love him so much. Like he's my everything. So it's like just thinking about anything like that, I'm just like, no, please no, turn it off, turn it off.
That's how I feel whenever I think about what's it called? Just sad things in general. Nobody wants to think about that shit. But at the same time, I'm such an anxious
Yeah.
person that I think about it anyways. But
Right. It's
let's
always like in the back of your head somewhere.
exactly, like for example, we're driving to fat camp today. Literally this
Yeah, safe
afternoon.
travels.
Thank you so much.
Safe travels.
After this, I think around maybe 6 p.m., more like 7 because he has to actually get here from work. But 7, we're going straight to Texas. With all the airplane stuff that has been happening, we don't feel comfortable being in an airplane. It's probably way safer than we actually think, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is also we like road trips. Road trips are fun. I don't know
Mhm.
what it is about being in a car for a long period of time, just like listening to music, having like deep conversations with your significant other. It's probably one of the best things. But it is also one of the worst things that you can ever experience in your life. Whenever it gets to the point, if you have a real significant other who tries to annoy the absolute shit out of you all the freaking time, you ever watched American Dad?
Yeah, I actually prefer like American Dad over Family Guy. I think American Dad's really funny.
American Dad is really funny. But if you ever watched American Dad, there is an episode where Roger, he's like following Haley and her boyfriend around, and he's just going, yeah, Grimm literally did that for like a whole hour during a road trip. Just out of nowhere, he would just go, yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I don't know if you heard Grimm ever before on Test. If you haven't, please check Test out. I don't know. They're not having an episode today, but I can't imagine the absolute chaos and mayhem that they're going to be whenever they meet up in person.
Right. It's gonna be crazy.
They are crazy.
Oh
They're
my god.
crazy behind screens. I can't imagine whenever they're together.
You're gonna
Um,
lose Grim too, Nightmare. Like you're just gonna have to say goodbye to Grim as soon as he gets there.
no, that's what I told Nightmare. Well, I told Nightmare this, but I also told Grim, like, hey, do I need to schedule something? Do I need to go into like my Outlook and like go into my calendar and schedule like some Grim time? Because
Right.
Baja's gonna be there, Twiggy's gonna be there, Nightmare's gonna be there, John is gonna be there. Like all the guys,
Gosh.
all the boys that have grown so attached to Grimm in such a short period of time, they're all going to want to hang out with him, right? And I'm just going to be in the
Mhm.
background like, I'm here too. I'm bringing my Steam Deck. I'm bringing my Steam Deck, my tablet, and my laptop. The tablet and the laptop is for work, just in case they need me for anything. But my Steam Deck, I'm probably gonna be like playing some Hello Kitty Island Adventure in the background because Grimm's gonna be like goofing off, probably like throwing himself into like a lake with some dudes. Clothes on, clothes off, I don't know. Probably the
Oh my
latter?
god.
I don't know.
Walkout after hours.
I'm just glad that this is not like have you ever heard of Sam Hyde?
Yes, I know Sam Hyde.
So I'm glad that this is not like a fishbowl situation. Is it like fishbowl or fish tank? I don't know. Um
Oh, I think it's Fish Tank, yeah, where I that's where, I found out Airsoft Fatty. I love Airsoft Fatty so much. He's such a win.
he is. So I'm glad that it's not that sort of situation because I I don't know what would happen. If somebody could legitimately hear the shit that comes out of Grimm's mouth 24/7, everybody would go insane. I'm glad that Jaffe's not going because if Jaffe and Grimm start like talking about some weird shit, people are gonna go
Oh
crazy.
my god.
Grimm just by himself in general, he talks in the shower sometimes. He's gonna hate me if he ever sees this. Um, he has like full on like conversations. Like I don't. Do you remember Lolcow Court?
I do, yeah, yeah.
He would make his
Very,
whole
very vaguely.
very vaguely. It was very short lived. It was cut very soon.
That's what I
Um,
mean, like, I only remember key moments, so it's like I remember it being a thing, you know?
it was a thing. We'll leave it at that. But he made his whole like argument in the shower. And I remember going to his house. I opened the door, walk into his room because we don't live together. We live like 5 to 10 minutes apart. Walk into his room, and then I'm like, "Where's Grimm?" And I hear something coming from his bathroom, and I'm like, what is going on?" He legitimately has his phone like up on his shower, like on a ledge. He has his phone there, and like he's listening to a video. It was a video of Nate talking about like his arguments or something. This man was listening to it, pausing it, and then like having an argument with Nate as if this was lolcow court in his shower. I could just imagine him with like bar of soap in hand, just like rubbing it on himself, you know.
Oh my god.
And whenever he came out of the shower, I just look at him and I'm like, were you talking to yourself in the shower? I love this man so much. I love this man so much, but this is probably one of the only times I got the ick.
Oh, no.
I have been with this
That's
man
that's
for
understandable.
7 years. Almost never got the ick. This was the biggest ick moment of my life.
You're like, "I can't listen to you talk to yourself anymore."
Uh, somebody said Grimm is gonna hate you for this. He is. But this is what the internet is for airing out all my personal secrets. Just kidding, no. Um, no, we're just having fun, and he knows that I love him dearly. If you go into test and maybe say it into the to the comments, you don't know what's gonna happen. Um,
Mhm.
do you ever have ick moments?
With my husband, no,
You're so lucky. Wish that
but,
could be me.
like, oh my god, everybody before him girl, let me tell you, I've dated some trash.
So, wait, this is happening all over again. Eh, wait, we're almost there. We're almost there. This is what I was saying to him. I was like, stop, please don't ever talk in your shower like that ever again. That's how I felt like.
It's time to stop.
Off license said, what's wrong with talking to yourself? There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. If it's actually yourself, you know, you can trust yourself. There is no reason to feel shame. But once there's like someone else, like he didn't know I was there. Granted, he didn't know I was there. But oh gosh, I get secondhand embarrassment kind of because he was just
Mhm.
so in it. He was in the situation in his head, talking with such vigor over this situation. I was like, this dude is actually crazy. Because so I'm very introverted. Whenever I'm like talking to myself, I talk in my head. Maybe that's a little bit
Mhm.
more crazy because Grim, I'll air out my thing since I aired out Grim's thing. My thing is I'll have a whole conversation in my head, and then all of a sudden I'll blurt out like a random, like I'll finish my sentence, but in real life, not in here.
Mhm.
And Grim gets so like, I don't want to say freaked out. He's not freaked out. There's no reason to be freaked out. He's just like, what? And then I'll repeat it. Me, I'll repeat it as if I had the conversation out loud. And he's like, were you having a conversation with yourself and now you're finishing it with me? And I'm like, maybe. So there was a situation. There was a situation where we went to a, I think it was a Missions barbecue, and we were in the car waiting for our friends. We were gonna go out to eat with a friend, and we're in his car. I'm wearing a skirt. I'm wearing a skirt, and there's a car next to us with a group of people in it. And I'm just like thinking to myself, and I was like, I was very hyper. I was having the zoomies that day for some reason.
Mm.
And I was like, in my head, I was like, this car is really roomy. Like, I'm like laying like this basically with like my skirt on. I'm just like chillaxing, very roomy car. Um, and I'm just like, this car is so roomy. I wonder if I could do kind of like a backflip in here.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, not like an actual backflip, but you know, like trying to like turn myself in the car. So I'm like thinking about
Yeah.
this logically in my head, and I'm like, okay, if I put my arm over here and I like toss my leg over here, and then I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, wait, but there's like people in the car next to me, and like, what if they see like my undies because I'm wearing a skirt right now? And I was like thinking about this, and like I was getting some emotional turmoil about doing a backflip in the car and these people seeing my undies, and then I'm like, you know what? No. And then out loud, I said this word. I was like, I pulled up my skirt and I was like, shorts. Grim started busting out laughing because this is the stupidest thing I ever did. I literally lift up my skirt and I just go, shorts. And in the dumbest
I
way
love that.
possible, he looks at me and he's like, did you say shorts? And I'm like, yeah, shorts. I doubled down. I doubled down on the situation. I'm just like, shorts. What is the problem? And he's like, okay, I know that you were talking to yourself, but walk me through the thought process that you were having in order to say that word out of nowhere and in the
Yeah, how did
stupidest
we get
voice
here?
possible. Yeah, how did we get here? And I was like, so we're in the car and it's really roomy in here and I'm wearing a skirt and I'm trying to figure out how to do like a backflip and I'm looking like a complete psycho explaining this word for word. He loves to tell this story to people just to make me seem like I'm batshit crazy or to like explain to people how I am because I look very tame in person. I'm very introverted.
Right.
I'll try to avoid confrontation with people or like confrontation and conversation avoided, both C words. Um and he'll go up to people and he's like, "No. She looks very calm and very tame. But she's a fucking psycho. She's weird." And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he always brings up that story. I don't think that's weird.
No.
I just like to, you know, air out my dumb thoughts sometimes.
If that's the weirdest thing you've done, Beans, then you are perfectly fine.
I guess so. I guess so. But somebody said you are tiny though. I could probably do it. One day I'm going to do it. Not in a skirt though. Probably in shorts.
Yes, shorts.
I don't know where to deviate this conversation. Let's talk about some weird stories because we didn't get to do it whenever you were first here. Let's talk about your barista stories because we kind of rushed you a little bit. We like made you do it in like less than 5 minutes, which was a feat to say the least. You talked about some
Oh,
weirdo
yeah.
who was in the news that was in your bathroom, like smearing crap all over the walls, and then you also talked about your car being on fire.
Yeah, my car, yeah, my car caught on fire in the parking lot of the last barista or one of the coffee shops that I worked at. And yeah, the creepy guy who was conducting sleep experiments and also conducting shit all over the bathroom walls of our coffee shop. Um, But, oh, shoot, I wrote some down. Oh, yeah, okay. So here's a big thing that I have gone through as a barista because I've worked at a bunch of different coffee shops throughout, like, 5 plus years now. And literally everywhere that I have gone, I run into this issue. Somebody will come in and they will ask me for a cappuccino. And I'm like, okay, of course I can make you a cappuccino. That is my job. That is what I am getting paid to do. That is what I was trained to do. So I will make them said cappuccino. And as soon as they like pick up the cup and like open the lid and like see what's inside or even like take a sip of it, like, they're immediately like, "What is this?" I'm like, "What do you mean, what is this? This is literally what you ordered." Um, and they're like, "This is, like, mostly, like, really foamy milk, like, there's no, like, actual milk in here or anything," and I think what they have cappuccino confused with is how you go to, like, a gas station and they have, like, those machines, like, those coffee machines, and it says cappuccino on the machine, and you're just, like, pressing a button and getting, like, drip brew, like, with some milk in it, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's, like, barely even making it as a latte, you know what I mean? Because lattes, at least, like, they have, like, more, like, creamy foam to them with the milk. But I think a lot of people who get that kind of coffee are under, like, the misconception that that is what a cappuccino is. When you're making a cappuccino, you really have to stretch the milk, like, you have to really make it foamy. So, the drink is a lot lighter and a lot more, like, coffee tasting than, like, the creamy milk that you normally get. And I've actually been called, like, retarded, for, like, making it wrong. Like, you deal with a lot of entitled people. I feel like in coffee shops, especially Starbucks. Starbucks did me so dirty whenever I was working for them. Like, oop. But yeah, so people calling me stupid over making them a cappuccino wrong. That's always fun.
So
Do you like cappuccinos?
I do. I love. I just love coffee in general. If I could inject coffee straight into my veins, I probably would. But
Same.
I definitely need it today after streaming for 8 hours. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say you have to be a certain type of stupid to walk into a coffee place, have such an ego, to like order a coffee that you barely know anything about, get the coffee, get the right order, look at it, taste it, whatever, and look at a barista straight in the eye and be like, "Are you stupid? This is not what I ordered." You literally walk into a place where their whole job is to know coffee and to give you what you want, right? And I think, have you ever been lectured before?
Lectured, like, in a job setting or just, like, in general?
Let's do a job setting. Like, let's just say you did an order wrong, quote unquote, and somebody came up to you and they try to tell you how to make coffee.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, like, when I first, like, became a barista, sure, like, I made mistakes and everything, and like, that's more accepted, but since I've been doing it for so long, it's just, like, I just look at them and it's just, like, deadpan stare. It's like I'm staring right through them, I'm just, like, dissociating, I'm like, "What are you even talking about? This means nothing to me, like, you're wrong."
Facts. But so I just hate those people that like they feel like they're always right, or they feel like in general like they know more, and it's like, bitch, if you know more, do my job for me, please. I'll take off my apron, Here you go.
I
Make
know.
me some
Like, get
coffee.
behind the counter, get behind the bar, start making it yourself. Like, do you want an application?
Exactly. Right off bat, just because ADHD brain sort of kind of. So whenever you do like a little heart with your hands, or sometimes you'll say a certain things, there's like little bubbles or something. What is that?
I don't know, but I noticed that Tina has the same thing. You know how whenever like Tina goes like this, I think it'll do it. Hold on. Will it do it for me? I don't know. It did it the other day. Oh my god. No, it won't do it. Whenever Tina like goes like this, there's like fireworks that like pop off behind her. I had that happen the one time when I was streaming, but I don't think it's gonna happen right now.
So that happened for you and I think Miss Hayes one time. I'm not sure. And then I think Tina. I saw it with the three of y'all. And I've always wondered cuz I'm like what is going on? This is not an OBS setting cuz I've never experienced this and I'm pretty dumb and I
Right.
like to like poke around, and mess with things on OBS just because I don't want to be, ridiculed. But yeah, I've always saw that and I'm just like, that is so cute. I wish I could just like, and then like hearts everywhere because I think that's just so adorable and
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I love it. I love it so much. What were we talking about? Entitled people. So
Yes.
people will come in, act like they know more than you. One of the biggest, cringiest moments that I have secondhand experienced was I went to a Best Buy. I went to a Best Buy. I'm just going to say right off bat, if somebody's working a job, sometimes they're just working the job to work the job. They need money. Leave the person alone. Some people will go above and beyond and learn everything to be like, top employee at that job. And there's people that just want to, get their rent money and leave. But there was
Mhm.
this guy, middle-aged, and he's talking to like this young, kind of teenager, early 20s guy. And the guy is like trying to get like a new monitor or something. And he's like asking like, oh, what is the best monitor? And the teenager's like, well, this monitor has these specs, resolution, blah, blah, blah. So I think this one's best. The guy goes, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And this guy got loud because I was looking at something in the
Oh
next aisle.
no.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm like, me being the chimosa, like the gossipy person I am, I was like, ooh. I started like going around the counter, like looking at freaking HDMI wires for some reason. And I'm just like, this is interesting. Whenever you start looking at something and it's obvious that you're not really looking at it, but I'm like, oh,
Right.
but this guy is getting loud with this dude and he's
Oh.
like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he's like, that's just my recommendation. And he's like, no, actually, this one would be better because this one's bigger and this one has this resolution. And I'm like, you came up to this dude, you asked him what his recommendation would be, and then you get mad at him for giving you his recommendation.
Yeah, like, did you ask him just to shit on him? Like, were you just looking for somebody to attack today? Like, this man just woke up and chose violence for whatever reason.
Oh, so a lot of people are chiming in saying that it's specifically for a Mac. So if you have a Mac and you do that, then
Oh, because 'cause I'm on my iPad right now, that's probably why.
that makes sense. I like that. Why can't freaking Android have some cool shit like that? I'm just kidding. And I think Android is better than Apple. That's just my 2 cents because Grim got me this phone for Christmas. Because I'm the type of person that will have the same phone for years until it dies on me. I used to have an iPhone. He said, "Ew, absolutely not." Because he's an IT guy. He doesn't like Apple. He only likes Samsung. So he replaced my phone with the Samsung on my birthday a couple years ago. And then he was like, you know what? Your phone is getting old. I'm going to replace it again. And he got me this phone for Christmas. But I always wanted a phone like this, like the freaking flip phone. because me being the type of
Yes, that's
person I
so cool.
am, yeah, me being the type of person I am, I just want to like, like hang up on somebody like that. That's just my thing. I want to be sassy in all ways, more than one. But yeah, Samsung is just my preference, and I'm actually going to. Can I make a poll? My YouTube thing is not showing up right now. No, I can make a poll. We're gonna see if people prefer Apple or Samsung. Apple or Samsung. I'm glad that Ken is not here because he hates when people say things out loud while they type. Please don't kill me, Ken.
Oh, why?
I get it because it's like if you're typing, then you should shut the fuck up. But I don't want dead air. It's my preference. It's a factual statement though. Androids are more customizable to the person who owns it. The tech is way better too. That's what Bomba said, which I think is. A lot of people want the flip. There's some people that got a Pixel 9 Pro. I believe that's Google. I was very interested in whenever Google came out with their own like line of phones. So a lot of people are saying that iPhone is more cleaner, honestly. So you said that you have an iPad that you use. So does that mean that you also have an iPhone?
I do. This is my iPhone. My 2 favorite Pokemon. I don't know if there's any Pokemon fans in the chat, but Oddish is my favorite Pokemon of all time, and then Gengar, he's my 2nd favorite. So, yeah, I have an iPhone. This is, like, the nicest phone that I've had in such a long time. I had an iPhone 7 for 7 years. So, it was rough. It was really rough, and this is the iPhone 15 now, so it's very, very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So you showed off your case and your little pop socket. First of all, let's go into what Wing said about pop sockets. He thinks pop sockets are kind of gay for some reason. Do you like the pop socket? I like it because I don't know if you can tell, like I have like the tech pinky going on where I have a dent in
Yeah,
it because the way that I hold my
yeah.
phone legitimately is like this all the time.
That's why I got mine to, like, have a, more stable grip on it.
Mm-hmm. Plus, like the thing is that with that, you can like pop it out and lay your phone like just the way you want
Yeah.
it. Like I'm glad with this one, I could just like fold it a little bit and it'll stay up on a table. But like that's not an angle that I need whenever I'm sleeping and I'm like this and I'm trying to watch Grim do tests and I have it like propped up on
Right?
a pillow and it hits my face all the freaking time. I need to get something to hold my phone. Um, Going back to your case, you seem very nerdy. You seem very nerdy. I think that you truly wanted an opportunity to be on Nerds at one point. You were shot down right away. You were met with a lot of animosity. You
Yes.
destroyed a whole coliseum of Legos, stepped on it, almost ate shit, it would have been funny. Not gonna lie. I don't want you to get hurt, but it would have been funny.
It would've.
You you have a lot of nerdy shit in your background too. Like I see I have seen that
Oh,
alien
yes.
before. I'm gonna try to guess the name of the game. Uh Kill All Humans?
And destroy all humans.
I'm
Yeah.
half of a
Yeah, that's
nerd, guys.
Cryptosporidium.
Yeah, so you seem like a big nerd, and I'm saying that in a very loving manner. I would have loved to see you, blossom as a nerd and talk about nerdy shit. And we were talking about this before the stream started. And I'm not trying to go for anybody's job or anything of the sort. I think
Oh,
that the
don't worry,
nerds who
somebody will get offended.
somebody's gonna get offended because everybody's a fucking softie, okay? How about you just do your job better? So now I'm just getting mad. I'm just getting mad. The nerds that are in nerds right now are very established. They're getting better. they're starting to get views, they're starting to get a lot of donations. There are very dedicated, loyal nerd fans out there. But I was saying in an alternative universe, okay, don't get mad, in an alternative universe, my nerds, I would have loved to see you, so Batgirl and Buff Weeb together doing nerds. I don't know who the third co-host. I think you do need a third co-host in order to like mix it up just a little bit. But that would be a very good nerds to me.
Yeah, he seems really fucking funny and really cool to talk about stuff with, so I feel like that would be a lot of fun.
He seems like a really cool dude, and not only that, but he's been vouched for by Billy the Fridge himself. Apparently they have some
You know, the
history.
man himself.
The man, the myth, the legend, the Fridge.
Yeah, the
So
fridge himself.
the Fridge. So yeah, he's been talked about by the Fridge, and oh shit. So Maurizio got so passionate about the Apple versus Samsung, he donated $2 and said, "I don't get the Apple hate. LMAO."
I mean, people like what they like, you know.
Yeah,
People are
people.
passionate.
uh, Okay, so the one thing that made me not like Apple so much is when I was like younger, the older generations, you had to like jailbreak your phone in order to like actually make it customizable for some reason.
Yeah, I
Like
remember that.
the moment I was in middle school and people started like jailbreaking their phones in order to have like specific wallpapers and shit like that, I was like, that this is too complicated. I'll leave the default. Like I don't even care that much. Please, just I used to have a phone. I used to have an iPhone 4, I think it was. iPhone 4, and my mom would put minutes on my phone. I was still in middle school, like middle school, beginning of high school with minutes on my phone because that phone was only for emergencies. There is no reason why
Mhm.
you should be like calling anybody, texting anybody. You should only be calling me whenever you get home to make sure that you're not kidnapped. That was my mom's
Mhm.
idea. Obviously, she lightened up whenever I was truly integrating myself into high school, but in the beginning, it was just minutes. And, you know, I kind of agree with her. I think that whenever I have a child and they're like in middle school, especially, I'm going to kind of sort of give them a phone, but you're going to be limited just a little bit. Because something that I noticed when it comes to middle school is everybody's hormones are like ramping up a lot. There's a lot of bullying, especially in middle school. And in general, there is a lot just going on. There's a lot going on. And sometimes like you need that freedom, but you also need a little bit of guidance. If I had a little bit
Mhm.
of more guidance when I was in middle school, actually no, I was a very tame child. What am I saying? I'm talking out my ass like I was a wild child of some sort. Um I didn't go to like
I can't relate.
you were a wild child?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Talk to me about
I
middle
was a
school
horrible.
Batgirl. She was like a bat out of hell.
Oh, no. I don't even know how much I could, like, talk about on here, but, TOS, but middle school was, like, when like, my life first, like, started going, like, a little crazy because of my, bad choices, but, I mean, I'll make bad choices, so I just had to learn the hard way. I mean, my life was crazy before all of that, but I definitely like, you know, didn't make it any easier for myself. But it's a lot better now, so that's good.
So the fact that you said that you couldn't talk about it because it would be against TOS and you're in middle school, that's
Yeah,
wild.
I don't know like what we can talk about, but yeah, like I started getting into like just I don't know, just like bad stuff or like just making dumb choices, you know what I mean?
I get on the
Nothing, like, too crazy to the point where, like, I'm a criminal, you know what I mean? I'm not, like I'm good, but, like, just dumb choices, like, doing stuff, consuming things that I shouldn't have been
okay,
consuming at, like,
okay.
the age of, like, 12.
12. Okay, wow. 12. Jesus Christ.
Uh,
So I think I'm going to live vicariously through you a lot these days because I was, like I said, very tame child, very boring. Did not like to cause problems. I think one of the most wildest things I ever done, or like the first like actual fight I got into when I was in middle school, um, it was with my best friend. So me and my best friend were having some sort of disagreement. I hated her guts because, you know, middle school, lots of emotions, lots of hormones, pheromones, whatever you want to call it. I hated her at that moment. She was my best friend, but I absolutely despised her. And I was on my phone, and then all of a sudden I heard her say something like slick under her breath, and I was like, you know what? We were in orchestra. That's how nerdy I was. I was in orchestra class playing the viola, not even the violin. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna play the viola, which violas are better than violins, by the way. But she said something slick under her breath, and I was like, what did you say? And I said bitch for like the first time ever. I was like, what did you say, bitch? And she was like, I said blah blah blah. I don't even remember what it was. And I took my viola. I went full Dominican on her. Dominicans are like really good at baseball for some reason. I went full Dominican on her. I grabbed my viola, two-handed, and I swung that bitch straight across her fucking cheek. I swung that bitch on her, and then I dropped it, and we started literally fist fighting. We did not get in trouble. Do you know why?
Literally how?
Yeah, my orchestra teacher looked at me. He was a man. My orchestra teacher looked at me and he was like, "You guys are best friends. You guys need to stop. This is not you." And he looked specifically at me and he was like, "You never talk. What is up with you?" And he was like, "You guys need to make up and that's it. I'm not even going to take you to the principal. This is stupid." And that's kind of like my outlook on like every argument now. I'm just like, who are you? You need to chill the fuck out. Like, you're not even going to get in trouble. Just chill. It's not that big of a deal. That's why I say, like, whenever you're having a bad day, you need to eat a snack, take a nap, prevent yourself from having an attack, because there's no reason to, like, really truly burn any bridges or anything. Like, there's some moments where there's some toxic ass people in your life and you need to cut that shit, like, straight off. But
Oh,
sometimes
I know it.
we're gonna get some stories out of you. Um, but
I have
but
stories for days.
when it comes to things like that, yeah, sometimes people are just having a bad day. Sometimes like things are just stupid arguments. That doesn't mean that the person is a completely bad person. And that's why when it comes to like the whole drama crap that's been happening, like I'll play into the drama. I don't care. If you're
It's fun.
it is fun. Like I've been stop. Get some help. I've been needing this, to be honest. Like I came into the LCU, I was like, I'm going to be different. I don't want the drama. I just want to talk about news. But then as soon as like some drama comes my way, I'm just like, you know what? The whole reason why I started watching LCU is because I love the toxicity. Sometimes the toxicity is just funny. Seeing somebody spurg
Yep.
out or seeing somebody have a dog shit argument about something, I'm just like, this is my bread and butter right here. I need it. So with the recent drama, I'm just like, you know what? Spicy beans for a moment, because I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I'm not going to get butthurt about anything that anybody says, because especially if it's like a dog shit argument that they're just using like whatever they can like grasp onto. Sometimes we just need it. We need a little excitement in our lives. War Woody,
Yes.
thank you for the 1 gifted lolcow memberships. If you were gifted that membership, please say thank you. Everybody's still saying my screen is backwards. I promise I will fix it next time, next Friday. Wait, no, I don't know. I don't know if we could still do Girl Fridays while I'm at fat camp.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
I think I could. I'll make it work. I need my Girl Fridays, or I don't wait. What day is that Friday? Because I know Ken is going to be there from like the 20th to the 24th. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out later. Anyways, sometimes you need a little drama. You can't be a boring person all the freaking time. Somebody called me brown sugar beans equals calm. That's funny. We have some time. And I wanted to show people something. This might be petty. I haven't mentioned this person's name, by the way, the entire time. So if they want to say like, oh, you're writing on my coattails, like, bitch, nobody would know that I was talking about. Huh?
Oh, huh?
Who? Yeah, exactly. Who?
Who?
But I wanted to show people something that I want to specifically give respect and, all the admiration and all the applause to one specific person, because he's been grinding when it comes to this project, if you want to call it that. So people came up to me, they're like, you know what? We want to make like a Minecraft server. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I never played Minecraft in my life. But these people are like, we think it would be cool, especially, oh, you got the bee. I love the bee. They were like, well, we're knowledgeable in Minecraft. We don't mind like showing you the ropes. We'll do everything. And like we'll just play. We think that this would be the perfect community to have a Minecraft server because it's so chill. And that's basically what Minecraft is, unless you're playing survival or something. They were teaching me this. I know very basic Minecraft stuff. Plus, they thought it would be funny if Ken played Minecraft, which I think would be hilarious.
It would. We need that.
We need that in our lives, exactly. But yeah, so these people wanted Minecraft server. First things out of my mouth is I don't want to do that because I don't want people to think that we're stealing an idea from nerds. That's what I said. They said, hey, there's a lot of people that have Minecraft servers. We just want it to like chill out and, have a community. And I said, you know what? I softened up on the idea and I'm like, you know what? If it's for the community, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. This was just an idea. We didn't even start it yet. And Alex, this is the guy that I want to give a lot of respect to. Alex, in the VC, I think he's in there right now. But Alex, he has worked so hard in Minecraft to try to make a actual cafe that people can spawn into whenever they join. And it's going to have like rules and stuff. And like, apparently, I didn't know that this was a thing. He can like make buttons who, like if you press them, it actually dispenses coffee to you. I was like,
oh my gosh.
That sounds mind blowing.
That is so cute.
Yeah. So he's been working really hard on this. And this is a bedrock. Again, I'm very basic when it comes to Minecraft stuff. Like they've explained this to me. But he started a bedrock for the cafe because he says that bedrock is more like what's it called? Inclusive. So if you're on PC, you can also play with people that are on console, apparently.
Oh, yay.
So that would be awesome because Ken doesn't play games on his PC. I think his PC is solely for streaming. He plays games on his, I believe it was Xbox. So he plays games on his...
I play on a PlayStation too, so
exactly.
I don't play on a PC.
Exactly. So it would be awesome if we could all play together. And you can, like all of you guys can show Ken and I how to play because we never truly played before. So the past couple of days, let me log in here. The past couple of days, Alex been working super duper 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 hard making this. Whenever he said cafe, I thought he was just going to like break some dirt blocks and like just put like a sign above that says like cafe, because that's what I would do. I don't know how to build shit. But he made a dedicated cafe, and I'm logging in now. It's just taking a while. Do you play Minecraft often, or is it like a once in a while thing?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I first played Minecraft. Oh my God, how many years ago was that? That was so many years ago. I think back in like 2018 or 17, maybe. Um, and I used to have like some people that I would play with, but then, we fell out of talking. So I went so long without like anybody to play with, and I didn't want to play alone. So um, I played a little bit with my husband. He has like a whole like world with like crazy creations in it because he's been playing like his whole life, like, ever since he could play it. But I would love to get into it. So I love that we're having like this whole thing. This is so exciting.
Exactly. So a lot of people, I've noticed, because we have a lot of this is something that I appreciate about cafe. Cafe has a, I don't want to say a big, because it's still a very small number, but cafe has um a a slightly bigger female audience than other shows, which I appreciate. We have a lot of mothers, and that's why usually people don't want us to curse so much in the I'm sorry that I'm looking over here, that's where I have you. Um there's a lot of mothers that, watch us, so they're like, "Hey, can you guys not curse so much in the morning, cuz I like to have you up on the TV," right? So they'll have us on the TV, and they'll have us like actually like surround sound basically. So if their kids walk in, like they don't want no dirty words or bad words. But yeah, that's what I appreciate. There's a lot of mothers, and there's a lot of mothers that are like, "Hey, my kids play Minecraft. I don't know how to play. I would love to play with you guys so I can learn, so I can go back and play with my kids." And that is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. And that's one of the
It
reasons
is.
why I want to, start this Minecraft thing, because if we can help people out, that's what cafe is for, right? Let me share my screen, and let me give you guys kind of like a tour of the Minecraft thingy-majiggy. I don't know how to say it. One moment. We're gonna pull this over here. This is a very chill stream, guys. Like, I know the views aren't up, but this is supposed to be very chill, just talking about random stuff. It's a girl time. So,
I
I don't know
know.
if you can see that. He says that it doesn't look that good from the outside. He's gonna make it pretty later on. But you can
Hold on,
tell.
I'm trying to wait till it comes up on because I'm watching the stream because I can't see it on the screen. So
Oh, you can't see it if I share my screen?
I don't think so. I don't think it doesn't pop up anywhere.
Oh. Well, you'll see it. But yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is huge. This is huge. And I did not think that he was going to go so hard in the mother effing paint to do this freaking Minecraft thing. So if we walk in here, he made like dedicated rooms. He has like these light fixtures and like this cool ceiling over here. Um Whenever I first joined, I didn't know anything about Minecraft, but I saw cats and I was like, I want cats in our cafe. And so he was like, "Hey, like you can name them and you can tame them," and he taught me how. So this is Wampus. This is Mochi. And for some reason we have a second Wampus. The funny story about it is that these are the original two. And then this one was literally like walking around outside of the walls. So we have a second Wampus, which I think is hilarious. I'm just gonna say that they're twins. I think it's because of all the mods that he put in, because, some of these lighting fixtures and furnitures and stuff are not actually part of the game. So he has like dedicated stairs. He said that he's going to make like a dedicated room for like pay pigs or crowns. There's like artwork hidden within some of like the crevices, which I think is super cool. Oh, you can tell I don't play Minecraft. Like, this is very hard for me to maneuver around.
This is so sick. I love this.
He has freaking chandeliers. I didn't even know that was a thing in this game. Somebody said that just name the cats after pay pigs. That would be cool. We could have like a sort of like a cat cafe in one room where we just have cats
Yeah.
named after pay pigs. That would be awesome. So this is a big area, but he said that this would be like the cafe area. So there's going to be like a pantry, he said, and all this other jazz. He said that he's going to add like a counter from this wall to this wall that's going to have like the buttons to like press for coffee and for like pastries and stuff. And I was like, that is so freaking cool. And I'm just so excited. And he even has like a skylight, which I think is awesome. But this is so cool. And this was all made by one dude. This was all made by Alex. You can tell how dedicated
gosh.
he is and how like just into the whole lolcow cafe that he is. And
He's a G. This is awesome.
he is a G. He's a straight G, because who would dedicate so much time? And that's why, like, I'm not going to take away this. I'm not going to take away this experience or the experience of mothers learning Minecraft for their kids or anything for anybody. I don't care what anybody says. The cafe is going to do whatever they can for their fans. And our fans are dedicated, as you can see. They love the cafe. I'm not trying to throw shade, but obviously I am. Alex actually went into the Minecraft server for nerds. He said that like they only have like a hut or something. Like, not very decorated, like it's very bare bones, and like look what he did for cafe.
Yeah,
And
we're like rewind. We have decorum.
we
Wasn't that what
have
Billy was saying last night?
we have decorum, exactly. But the thing is that like you get what you give. And that's something I really want to highlight today. You get what you give. If you give people a place where they feel safe, welcomed, or like, this is lolcow, you're not going to feel safe. I'm just going to say that outright. If you give people good entertainment, if you give people something that they want to dedicate time and energy into, they'll do things like this for you.
Very
People
true.
will give you love if you give them love, right? I just hope that nerds can be the community and the place that, you know, the fans want them to be, because I feel like they've been crumbling recently. Hopefully they can get on
Right.
track. Hopefully they can have a good Minecraft server too. I'm not gonna freaking shit on them and say that they're horrible or whatever, but just in general, you can start beef with me. I don't give a shit. Do the best for your fans. Focus on your fans, because I think this drama and like all this stuff that she's doing right now, she's not thinking about the fans. Because right now, a lot of people, not Cafe, because Cafe is not going to go after your fans. They're not going to call them simps or gooners or whatever, because some of her fans are my fans too, or some of her fans are not my fans, but they're friends of mine, or I like to consider them friends. For example,
Right.
I mentioned, God damn it, I think I got to do it slowly. Exile, for example. Exile, I don't know if he likes Cafe or not. I'm pretty sure he does, because he said like all the smaller shows should be canceled except Cafe. But Exile, a lot of people go after him because he's been one of those supporters since day one. And I think that's very unfair, because all Exile is a viewer. Like, sometimes he, goes into the VC or he'll go up on stream, but he's not a host. Like, you shouldn't be going after people who aren't hosts. Like, that's not cool, because now you're putting them in the line of fire. And if something ever happens to fans, like there's a lot of people that don't go into the Discord because they feel unsafe, because there has been doxing,
Right.
there has been harassment, there has been this, that, and the other. But it's unfair. People want to be involved, and like all this drama, all this other stuff where fans are getting like pulled in, not cool. Not cool at all. I said something on Rewind and I want to address it. I said something on Rewind where I said, like, I don't know word for word, but I said something along the lines of, if you want to take this real life, we can. A lot of people took that in the wrong way, like saying like real life as in like savage situation real life. Never. What I meant by that is I didn't like how she was bringing in my real life, as in my relationship, into our drama, just because she didn't have anything on me. She didn't really have anything to really like dog pile me on or like make me look bad. It's up like the whole like links thing and like, oh, you've been with your boyfriend for 7 years and you're still not married. Like, I was like, if you want to take this real life, as in bringing my relationship into this, then we can do that. I'll talk about your relationship, because we're gonna, if you're gonna go low, I'm gonna go lower, but still try to be a lady about it. I also said something along the lines of, take my name out of your mouth like you take dicks, right? I said that, regretted it afterwards, because she does not want to mention her previous work, and I get that. She's trying to be a better person, and that is admirable of her, right? And all the harassment that she's gotten because of her previous work, it's kind of disgusting. You know, I'm on the side of I'm on the side of like, you're a host, you're going to get harassment in general, especially if you did something like that. People are going to use that against you. You're going to have to get some thick skin, especially if you're going to be like the heel of the community. But the way that people were like going out of their way to like get pictures of her and send it to other people, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That is fucked up.
That's
Whoever is
nasty.
doing that is an actual piece of shit. Yeah, that's not
Exactly.
cool.
So just that in general, don't bring the fans into this. If you're going to start drama with me, let's go, bitch, but try to find something that you can actually like make me look bad with, not just talk about my relationship, because one, that makes you look bad because you're hitting below the belt and talking about something that doesn't even have to do with the LCU. I mean, it kind of does because Grimm is also in this universe, but what was the other thing? Yeah, I'm gonna try to be as civil as possible, but if I get angry and I say some shit like that, my mouth is faster than my brain, okay? I'll say some shit, and then later on I'll be like, oh shit, like that's really bad. So if you're gonna go low, I'll go even lower. I'm sorry, but at the same time, I'm not
Nobody
sorry.
mess with beans. Nobody mess with my beans.
No, for real. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. In general, I just want this. I want to have fun. I want to have fun with this drama. I want to have fun with the war. And that's why I'm pushing it so much. I'm like, hey, if you're going to make fun of me, make fun of me, make me hurt, because I find that fun. Like, I was the girl who literally was going up to Tina being like, give me a nickname. Give me a really bad nickname. I was so jealous. I was so jealous of Grimm whenever she was calling him like Dimple Dick, because I was like, that's genius.
Oh my God.
I want a nickname like that. I want her to make fun of me. And I finally got what I wanted. She calls me Little Bit now. I still find it cute.
Oh my God.
There's like that little side of me that's like, it's still cute. I still want it to be a little bit more hurtful, but I still love it. Little bit. Dead Score said, that's just the Dominican in you. I don't know why. I love the toxicity. I love when people make fun of me. I've been with Grimm for 7 years, and basically the entire time, he just makes fun of me in general. And I love it. I love, like, what is that called? I can't think of it. It starts with a D. I'll think of it later. But Ken donated 50. Ken, you don't have to do that. You're literally a host here. Ken donated $50, said, ladies, amazing job today. Big ups to Batgirl, giving Beans some kiki time. I wish nerds nothing but the best on prime time. I was nervous and I'm thankful for all the support we got. Thank you everyone that's here. Hashtag coffee cult, hashtag cafe Calvary. Oh.
Yes. I'm so proud of you guys for prime time yesterday.
Primetime was crazy. I loved Primetime. I was very hype. That's why I'm like so low energy today. Today is just supposed to be
You
us
need to
talking.
recharge.
I need a recharge. I'm gonna take the fattest fucking nap whenever we're on the road trip. I feel bad for Grim because he's literally coming out of work and going straight into driving. But yeah, the views are low now. My energy's low now. We're gonna get hype. We're gonna get a lot of views in Fat Camp. I bet your bottom dollar. Because self-deprecating, I mean, it's not self-deprecating. I want somebody else to do it to me. I find it funny. I like that shit.
Like degrading?
Degrading, that's the word. I love when people degrade me because I'm just like, there is nothing in this world that you can say to me that I haven't already said to myself. And I probably said something 10 times worse to myself. So if you just come at me with hate, I eat that shit up like it's Sunday dinner, bro. Come at me with something that I can actually eat, because everything that you've been throwing at me is tasteless. You know how fucking sad that is? I don't want tasteless oatmeal. I want 5-course meal of hate. Bring it, bitch. Anyways, I want it to be like Ken's cooking that I'm going to experience during Fat Camp. Speaking of which, so
oh my gosh.
Ken is going to be at Fat Camp from the 20th to the 24th, I believe. He is going to be a daily grocery shopper. That's what he says he is. So every day he's going to be like going to the grocery if he's going to cook something, which I think is awesome. Get some fresh ingredients out there. He's going to be cooking. I'm going to try to record what he's cooking. And yeah, I can't wait to taste his food. I obviously need it. I need to gain a couple pounds for Fat Camp. Are you looking forward to anything during Fat Camp?
I am so looking forward to just seeing everybody together. Like last night, it was so wild seeing Twiggy and Wings together, and like Mike and Boogie and Desi. I was just like, oh my god, it's happening! Like it's happening! Oh, it was so crazy. I'm excited for like the punishments. I'm excited for people to go through some shit.
So, sorry, I'm trying to do the redirect while I'm talking. But yeah, I can't imagine what Keemstar is going to make me do. All I can think about is like beans in my hair or like something that has to do with beans. I hope that he can do something creative. So, sorry, I was like reading the chat. So,
You're good.
so what was I gonna say? God damn it. I think I did the redirect. Yes, I did. In general, can't wait to see everybody. I don't know why it was so mind-breaking to me to see Twiggy and Wings in the same room together. Like,
My brain couldn't compute.
no, because it's like, you're supposed to be on this show. Why are you over here? Like, you truly get a sense of like, what's the word? It's like, it doesn't feel real. And that's
It's surreal, yeah.
It's surreal. It's surreal because you don't really think about it until it happens. Like Creator Clash, that was mind breaking to me because I was like, these
Yeah,
people,
same.
the first one specifically, these people that I've watched basically my entire life are in the same room as I am. They are in the flesh. They're real people. And thinking back on that like mentality now, I'm like, that's a fucked up way to think about these people because again, they're people. Like there is no reason for me to
Right.
put them such like on a pedestal. There is no reason for me to like think of them anything other than people with feelings and actions and thoughts, just like I am, you know? Now that I'm in that situation, like there's probably going to be people that look at me and they're like, oh, Beans is not a robot. Beans is not just a person behind my screen. Like that. And now I'm like double breaking my mind. And I think you should go on Madhouse today and talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Because now I think the way that Jaffe and his mind works, he's going to be like triple breaking the wall and like, oh, but maybe he's going to say some weird shit like maybe these people are fake and those were holograms and or clones of them or something like that. It would be interesting to see what he would say. So the redirect that's in, apparently the milkers are gonna get lit, so I'm going to assume that today is their drinking stream. It seems like every Friday they do like a drinking stream of some sort, which is very fun, especially with Savage. You never know what's gonna come out of her mouth, especially with that
Oh my
smooth,
gosh.
perfect accent of hers.
I
But it
love
also,
Savage.
I adore Savage, but also it says kid behind the camera punished. So if you don't know, kid behind the camera said some pretty yikes things to their crowns and their pay pigs. Some people lost, you know, some support for the milkers, and the milkers decided, hey, the best way to redeem people's trust and redeem the support of our fans is by letting them choose the punishment. You're excited?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want to see Mike get punished.
Hell yeah. So yesterday I was listening in on Milkers just a little bit. I was listening in a little bit, and apparently there was I believe her name is Josie, something with the J. I don't remember because there's
Oh yeah.
yeah, she
I
was
know her.
very upset because of the whole drinking prank that they did. But give me one moment. There's people yelling in my house. So yeah, so she came up. She was very upset. And she was actually saying that he should eat a mayo sandwich. He hates mayo. He absolutely hates mayo.
Okay. I mean,
I mean,
I like mayo, but like in small quantities. Not a whole sandwich. That's too much.
yeah, just imagine just like digging in that like freaking jar of mayo, just
No, I
straight
can't.
on bread. I hope it's whole wheat
Mm-mm.
too. Like not even good bread.
Yeah, me too.
So triple AAA, man, this show is dragging. Yeah, this show is dragging because we have to make it to 12 at least. But this is just a show that's supposed to be us talking, just the girls. Very low energy because I don't know if you tuned in yesterday, but yesterday was prime time. I streamed for 8 hours going on the morning, the afternoon, and then 4 more hours with rewind. So you can suck my Venus and go away if you don't want to watch.
I know you went hard yesterday.
I went hard and I can't go any harder. My voice is even giving out.
Yeah, save it for Fat Camp.
I'm so excited for Fat Camp. I don't know what's gonna happen. He hates mayo and eggs should be the egg salad. So apparently he hates mayo, he hates eggs. Maybe it's going to be an egg salad. They were talking
Does
about
Mike
doing
hate
it.
fun?
Huh?
I said, does Mike hate fun? Like, who doesn't like mayo or eggs? I love that.
He's just a weirdo, I guess.
Oh man.
What was I gonna say? So let's preface what's going to happen. So later, right after this, Milkers. After that, I believe it's going to be Madhouse. Madhouse is going on for 4 hours. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna tune in just to see all the crazy stuff that's going to be happening while I'm like, I'm already packed, but I'm going to unpack, check what I need, probably pack again, unpack again. I don't know. Hopefully, I get everything I need for Fat Camp. I'm going to be listening on the 4 hours of craziness. Then Nerds is going to be in prime time. I wish y'all the best. If you're going to start a war, bring it. Bring something to the table because my plate is empty. Something with flavor, please, not just an egg sandwich. After that, I'm not sure who's going on. I think it might be Aussie, but I'm not completely sure. Locale Cafe, did you just say Venus? Yes, I said Venus.
Of course.
My first, I'm not kidding when I said my first piece of fan art was somebody drawing a bean with a little pee attached to it. So that was the whole thing, Venus. My first piece of fan art is a Venus. So if I ever print that out and have it framed on my wall, hopefully nobody sees it. I'm gonna have to put it somewhere hidden, but it's just gonna be a bean with a little pee attached. It was made by Chan-Ri. She's a very talented artist. She made some of the cards for the Locale TCG. If you don't know about Locale TCG, you can use this code at the bottom to help out the cafe if you feel like it. If you want to buy any sort of card from this drop, I think the best card to buy is the Xylee card. I don't know if you have seen that card. I don't know if you have seen this card. Oh, you're seeing my OBS. Let me see if I can do this correctly. I think they might not be able to see you, but let me do this real quick. That's not it. This is it. So this is the bundle. This is the St. Patty's Day Crown bundle. It's for $77.77, which is a very lucky number, I think. You're going to get you're going to get all these cards, and then 7 random orders will receive 1 of 1 coin art variant, redeemable for a real gold coin, which is super cool. And then we also have the cards. So this is the old Xylee card, and apparently, there's going to be a new Xylee card right here. Is it better? Is it worse? You decide. But I kind of got attached to the old one. I got very attached to the old one than the new one, especially because I love Justice. I love Justice, and wait, did I delete it? I think I deleted it. I used to have a picture of Ruth Bader, that lady, the judge. I used to have a picture
whatever her name is.
Exactly, whatever her name is. I used to have a picture of her that I would like also put on screen because I think it was funny. Yeah, get that card. Use this code if you want to support Cafe. Next up is Milkers, then Madhouse for 4 hours if you can handle that. Nerds in prime time, show them a little bit of love, even though they can be dog water sometimes. And whatever is next after that, which is going to be a very big surprise. So we appreciate you guys coming in on this kind of low energy stream. It's just us talking, me and Batgirl. I love that so much. Me and Batgirl just having a little kiki, a little girl talk. Tune into the other shows. We'll see you later. And actually, as a little bit of a closer, let's put up the pay pigs and the crowns for Locale Cafe. Tech Dude.
Hey!
It's I, the Tech Dude. Did you say Milkers was after you guys?
That's what it seems like. Oh wait, no shit.
It's us at the Madhouse coming after Cafe.
So you guys,
Hey, I thought so originally.
Why didn't you say anything, Batgirl? You know I'm drinking that dumb girl juice.
I don't know.
So we got hit with the surprise, hey, do you want to do a 4-hour stream instead of a 2-hour stream yesterday? So we'll be going live noon EST to 4 p.m., which is fucking long. But I wanted to hop in and see if you could go over a little, like 5 minutes over, as Jaffe's still getting ready. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's no problem. So, since you're here, could you stay and talk a little bit of like what may be going on?
Maybe going on what? I'm confused.
On your show, my dude. You're the assistant.
Oh,
You're supposed
Jaffe,
to.
yeah. Jaffe has some crazy things coming up today. We do have AI Keem in the pocket. We did reach our membership goal
That's good.
for Jaffe doing a mukbang on stream. So we're gonna have Jaffe eating vegetarian Taco Bell. I don't know if people know this, but Jaffe doesn't eat meat.
Okay.
Fun fact about the Jaffe guy, and not because he cares about animals. He does, but he just thinks meat's disgusting. So that's
Interesting.
gonna be interesting. Anyways,
So, real
how was
quick,
Cafe?
cafe, we're having a very low energy, just girl talk stream. Like, this is not anything that you would go home and tell your mother, okay? Because yesterday I'm just gonna be straight out. If Dog Water wants to use this very low energy stream because she loves using things where I already defend myself on and like I already shat on myself for. She loves using that because she has nothing else to talk about. So yeah, yesterday I streamed for 9 hours apparently. One show in the morning, one in the afternoon, 4 hours in rewind. So I'm just dead in general. So I got a little bit confused. Yeah, I got a little bit confused because it seems like you guys are using the same thumbnail from last time for your new stream. Are you guys going to talk about Millie Bobby Brown again, or?
Oh no, yeah. So this is the thing. Jaffe got like no sleep because he was up watching Test. By the way, check out Test with the beautiful Mr. Grimes and Nightmare. So he woke up a little late, and now he has thumbnails to make. He has all this stuff to prep for. He's a silly guy. Yeah. Fuck Dog Water. Is that a chatter? Who's Dog Water?
Let me see. I'm not looking at the chat right now. Dog Water. I can't. There's somebody called Dog Water, or people are talking about Dog Water?
No, you mentioned Dog. Are you sleepy?
Talking about Zay.
I'm-
Zay zooted. My opinions for Zay are not formed yet. I'm a baby in the universe, so but they're there. You know, they're a host. They do content.
They do content.
Yeah,
That's facts. True.
They're on nerds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
yeah,
cordial and just say I wish you the best during prime time. I don't want the prime time curse to get you. Looking forward to what you have in store.
Are we doing prime time? Is that what the fuck? Oh shit! Is that us?
No, not
you.
That's
nerds. Who's doing
Dog Water? Are you tired?
Oh, dude, I'm so sleepy. I've been fucking. Jaffe has me working overnight sometimes. So it's a long process, but we're excited for the show. We have a lot of content with AI. I think Jaffe has a story about aliens and probing coming up.
Of course.
What else? He has some questions for guests. Like, I don't know if I can ask this here. Your show's not as vile.
Wild.
It's not as adult, I think.
So I'm ready.
But Batgirl, feel free to hop in.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, yeah?
That's something I wanted to talk to you about. So
Yeah.
So somebody in the chat said it's 12 p.m. Can we redirect? LOL. No, we cannot redirect. We're doing this as a favor to Tech Guy. Apparently Jaffe is not ready, so we have to go a little bit over, but don't worry, we are going to redirect to Madhouse. Don't worry, you'll get your crazy son of a bitch sooner or later. And I say that in a very loving manner. I really like Jaffe, to be honest. He pushes the envelope, but sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day, you know? But that's also something I say about myself. Overall?
We get a lot of comments, people saying, he reminds me of my dad. So I think that's like a cool perspective.
Yeah, I think that's a cool perspective.
What's it, Dad?
I'm ready for Jaffe. I don't think you can read this because of the stupid green screen. Yeah. Putting my tiny titties out there for everybody to see. So it says mentally I'm somewhere else, and it has like sort of like the pyramid eye crap. So I think this is very Madhouse-esque for Jaffe.
Yeah, it's like the Illuminati.
Hell yeah. I heard, I didn't know, Grim is Latino?
Yeah, Grim
You and
is
Grim are both.
yeah, Grim is half Colombian, half Puerto Rican. I'm full on Dominican.
Oh, solid! I didn't know we had DEI here. Hell yeah, I fucking love DEI. I
Sir,
say I'm
that's been
also
banned.
half Mexican.
Half
I'm half
Mexican.
Mexican, half white. Yeah.
I think I'll see the Mexican more when you grow back your beard. I did not see you
Dog.
before, but this look ain't it, sis.
I look like my name's Steve, and if I smile, I look like I'm fucking 16. Like
You're like Steve,
Oh
the
my goodness.
IT guy.
I'm
it's so bad.
I'm sorry, but whenever you smile, you kind of look like who was that person? It's every day just feels like a year goes by in the LCU. When you smile, do that again. Take off your glasses, do that again. Zesty Gemini.
Stop! Don't put disrespect on him like that. I
I
mean,
don't know who
Tech, like, don't
Zesty
put
is.
disrespect on Tech like that, because
Dog, the amount of like references I've been getting, I look like Peter Griffin's legitimate son, or the kid who ate the chocolate river in Willy Wonka.
Augustus
No.
Gloop.
Augustus, I got Augustus Gloop the other day. Before when I had the mustache, you should have seen it. People said I look like the Pokemon before Rastov. Like I evolved into Rastov.
Oh my! And then
Yeah,
Rastov. Oh my God, he
and then
evolves into
Rastov
who's
into
that? Who's
Billy the
that
Fridge.
actor?
Oh no, okay. That was the thing I heard in the chat was it goes me then Rastov then Billy the Fridge as the evolution for Pokemon.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
that.
Oh, a lot of people are saying Nikocado avocado. I kind of see that just a
No.
little bit.
Oh
Nikocado.
no!
He is always one step ahead, right? What a fucking legend that guy. Can you imagine?
I think
What a mind freak.
Jaffe kind of reminds me of Nikocado avocado, just with like the whole like
No.
mind bending thing. I feel like he would do something like that. I feel like Jaffe is doing a social experiment of some sort. He says that he has no like what's it called, agenda or like reasoning behind what he does, but I feel like he does. I just feel it. I feel it in my soul.
Yeah,
It's the
I think
Jaffe agenda.
Jaffe's agenda for streaming is, I think, a little bit more unique for the platform because obviously it's not money. He enjoys seeing the numbers go up and people donate. It helps support the show and it keeps Keem from firing him. You know, that's fun. But he just likes to make good content and he wants to see people laugh, and that's it. And the man, not to everyone hates when they bring it up. Like he made some of the most influential games ever, right? $2 billion gaming IPs for Sony. So he's chilling. But yeah, if you guys want to show support, make sure Keem doesn't fire Jaffe. You know, drop us some member donos, drop us some super chats.
So sorry, real quick, Jamie Lee said, I don't think it's that deep, Beans. I think he just likes to talk. That may be true. That may be true. Maybe he's just a baby grandpa that likes to talk. Can he grow his beard back so I can stop calling him baby grandpa, by the way?
Baby grandpa. I think he says he likes not looking ancient. He doesn't really care about the age thing, but obviously when he had his beard, the man looked like 60, 70, and now he looks like a 40 something, which I think he's 52 or so. 50 something.
You let me know
Yeah,
when
so
I need to end the stream, though. I did get the right redirect in. So he was
looks like he is live.
Oh, he is live. Then let me do the redirect real quick. Stay tuned. Watch this insanity asylum from Jaffe the man himself, baby grandpa. He did change the thumbnail, thankfully. It's not about Millie Bobby Brown, but thank you for coming in. I always want to call you tech support.
Yeah, tech protect. Yeah, tech support's funny though. I like it.
Okay, so we're just going to call you tech support from now on. Thank you, tech support, being here, coming in, letting us know to go over just a couple of minutes. Thank you, Batgirl, as always. We're going to have our Girl Talk Fridays. Maybe next time, it is going to be during Fat Camp whenever Ken is there. We'll see. Girl Talk with Ken. That would be very interesting. He's probably going to be very uninterested. Go check out Tech Talk. Jesus Christ. Madhouse.
Jesus.
You stop changing the name. stick with your thing. Hopefully Madhouse can stay. They're not on the chopping block, I promise you. Bye.